Or if you label temptation and you see temptation somewhere, now saying straight away you can see it straight away. So what you do is you label temptation as much as you can. So for me, temptation to have, let's say, pleasure around town with masturbation or sex with other people is either the brothel or let's say the couch over here where I lay. It's a temptation to have masturbate, and also the bed over there. And what else? I mean, it's more than that. I mean, the toilet. And what else? I mean, the shower. I mean, what else is a temptation for me to have pleasure? I mean, it's all that, yeah. I mean, it's more how I can feel it. You understand? And I understand straight away, I feel much better on that. But feel much better on temptation is what I'm saying. That way you're growing. Or else food is a temptation for me to masturbate. I mean, why? I mean, why? I mean, it's like before the thing. I mean, before you even, let's say, fucking have food, then you can masturbate. Then you can have food. I mean, for fuck's sake. Right, that's a temptation, yeah. But I guess what approach it's more the thoughts. I mean, thoughts are temptation. I try to delay gratification as much as I can. I try to delay gratification as always, as much as I can. So I can do better and better. And then I feel like now I'm just enjoying myself. I feel I really fucking did fail something because I never fucking did finish the Evan Carmichael YouTube, man. Which that's where I fucking get the failure from, man. You get failure there, man. Roshi, it is. Roshi, that's a fucking big failure. But why? I mean, why is that failure, man? Because I was unable to finish it. I was unable to finish this fucking YouTube. That's the funniest thing, but guess what, Roshi? There's fucking many videos, man. I mean, fuck. I mean, same, like, I learned something from that. Move on, man. I'll continue it. I'll continue in a better time. I feel like looking at women. I feel like looking at women to do what? You just to look at them? You just to look at them? For sure, why do you want to look at them? I look at eye. I have eye. You understand? I never feel like getting out of this world. That's fucking weird. I mean, I never fucking die. I never want to die. I feel like getting away from this world. You understand? I mean, listen. I mean, just learn how you grow. And learn how to communicate with yourself. I mean, I feel my music track calling, like it's what I feel like doing I mean, I feel like I'm never lazy. I'm never lazy, but I feel that there's something happening, you know. I feel I have to go and eat something, I have to go and do something different. I feel there's pleasure coming up in different ways, man. And that's what I'm saying, that pleasure's coming up. So when pleasure's coming up that much, it forces me to eat and drink, man. And that's what it is, yeah? But your pleasure comes like this, and it fucking forces you to eat. It forces you to eat and drink. Because you have to eat and drink, and pleasure comes more and more. And it says, fucking eat pleasure now. Fucking eat and fucking do pleasure now. And do pleasure now and do pleasure now. And it's fucking coming at you, I mean, for fuck's sake. And you want to fucking delay it as much as you can. But then fucking pleasure gets stronger. And pleasure fucking for hunger, to eat food and drink, gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And fucking the pleasure showing you that you fucking eat food and drink. And for fuck's sake, and then you give in. And you have to fucking eat food and drink. That's a pleasure. That's a pleasure temple. That's a pleasure temple. It's fucking saying, hey, eat food and drink. And eat food and drink. And eat food and drink. Huh. That's a pleasure temple right there. Russian, I mean, you're saying? And the food and drink is the fucking strongest thing of pleasure temples. I mean, as soon as you're fucking hungry and you get hungrier and hungrier, you fucking feel like food and drink, bro. And you fucking need to eat food and drink. But that's pleasure. That's fucking pleasure to eat food and drink. I mean, try to delay it. Try to delay food and drink as much as you can. That's the thing, and it always comes back at you again and again. And that food and drink comes back at you again and again. And it's fucking strong. I mean, in a sense, so, for fuck's sake. I have to eat and drink. I have to eat and drink eventually. Otherwise, there's death. I mean, otherwise, death happens if I never eat food and drink. You understand? Whereas in the physical realm, you have to eat food and drink. I mean, that's what Jesus Christ says. I mean, you understand? Whereas it is. It's fucking strong. You have to fucking eat it. I mean, you have to fucking eat it. That fucking temptation of how food and drink comes at you, that you have to eat food and drink in this lifetime, is how other fucking people feel like sex, that they have to have fucking sex like that. And they're saying, because if they never have sex, then fuck, and they go crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm never like that. But I'm like that when fucking food and drink is away from my life. Then fucking, oh, I have to eat, man. You know what I'm saying? And Jesus Christ says you can only go so far without food and drink. You can only go so far without food and drink, man. Of course, that's how it is. And focus on saying, I see spit over here. I see spit, I see horror, I see vigor, I see different areas of life over here. I mean, everything does life. And just go enjoy. I feel like sleeping, I feel like dozing off, that is something of fatigue. That's something fatigue. That's something where it's more how I feel. I feel like dozing off and sleeping. I mean, why? I feel like dozing off and sleeping, man. And that's a sign of weakness. It's a sign of weakness to sleep. Yeah. It's like I feel like when I see a sign of sleeping over eating, drink, and food. I say it's like I feel like sleeping more than eating food and drink. I'm saying, but I never feel like sleeping now. I never want to sleep. And now sleep is another one. But sleep is eternal, isn't it? Versus sleep is pleasure. Versus Jesus Christ says no. Versus sleep is the excellent thing now for me now. To sleep over eating food and drink. And Jesus Christ says just go and sleep more than eating food and drink. It makes you stronger. Which it makes you stronger, and that's the thing. I'm just learning that now. I'm learning that sleep makes you stronger, and sleep helps you delay food and drink. Makes sense. So, if you sleep more than eating food and drink, then you're straight away much stronger as a human being. That's what Jesus Christ says. So I'm understanding now. I feel that sleep is never weakness. Whereas Jesus Christ says that sleep is strength. Whereas sleep is never weakness. Versus sleep is a strength, man. You understand? So that's why I'm understanding that when I ask Jesus Christ, I wake up every single hour. Versus Jesus Christ says, versus that's different, but versus because I wake up every single hour, I realize something. I realize it's more how I feel. I feel I have to be awake every single hour of the day, every single 1 hour of the day. Versus Jesus Christ says that He actually does that too. Versus Jesus Christ wants to wake up every single 1 hour too. Or else Jesus Christ says it's because He feels that it wakes Him up. That's it. Verse that says. I'm pretty sure that there's a difference that I feel over here. And there's a big difference that if you sleep less and talk more words, then go back to sleep over eating food and drink. Which that's a big deal right here. That's a big deal, and that way you're getting stronger that way. And I can see it. See, that's something different. I'm just learning now. Oh, I feel like sleeping more than eating food and drink, man. Unfortunately, if I stay awake, then I have to eat food and drink. Unfortunately, that's how it is. So I'd rather just go sleep for a nap for a bit. Unfortunately, that's what's much more for me. And a little bit. See, also, guys, what's important is understanding that if you're sleeping on a nice and beautiful empty tummy at night, then guess what? Then you're getting stronger in life. And how are you getting stronger? You're getting stronger because you're delaying gratification. And the more you delay gratification, the better for you. So, delay gratification as much as you can is always the better way. See, also, guys, what you can do is you can go and sleep rather than having sex with other people. And you can go sleep rather than masturbating with other people and with yourself. And you can go sleep rather than doing drugs. And you can go sleep rather than eating food and drink. Do you understand? And once you sleep over doing pleasure, you get stronger like this. Because doing drugs and having sex with other people and masturbation and eating food and drink is pleasure. I realize all that if you just sleep over doing pleasure, then understand you're doing better and you're getting stronger. I see that's just the way it is. See, that's how Jesus Christ says so. I see, although if I talk more words rather than, I mean, there's a big difference now. I mean, what's much better? I asked Jesus Christ. I mean, is it much better to eat food and drink but talk more words, or is it much better to sleep and never eat food and drink but just sleep? Whereas Jesus Christ says it's much more better to talk more words and to eat food and drink than it is to sleep. Whereas Jesus Christ told you so. I mean, saying? Whereas it is. Oh, I mean, it is. But guess what? Probably that no matter what, it's more because I understand that if you're staying more awake in life and you talk more words, then guess what? Probably it's more how you're learning much quicker upon how to get stronger. But yes, that sleep also helps you. And sleep also helps you to guess what? And sleep also helps you to delay gratification. When you understand? But then talking more words helps you to delay gratification also. Understand? And that's the thing, yeah? I'm learning the difference. So you can use sleep and talking more words to your advantage, but sleep when you need to sleep only. But talk more words than you need to. Talk more words than you need to sleep, and talk more words than you need to do pleasure with food and drink and masturbation, and also having sex with other people and drugs and alcohol. Talk more words than that, and also just understand. Then, if you're doing pleasure, then talk more words while you're doing pleasure, and that way it's much better than sleeping. So that's the difference, yeah. And make sure you understand straight away. Now I'm learning very quickly that you can stay up much more while talking more words is much better for your legacy than sleeping. Understand? Actually, it's just like that. So I'm understanding that, and that's why I wake up every hour. Wake up every 1 hour like this. Understand? So no matter what, I'm learning very quickly upon how to go and do greater now. I'm learning different aspects of life now in different ways, and that's why I'm doing better. So I understand straight away how I need to start speaking differently all the time, so I can go and plan my life differently, and so I can do life differently. But that's the thing. I realize now with my music tracks, I feel my music is gone out of the picture. And why is that? Russia, it's just the way it is. I feel that no matter what, I can see my nice and beautiful life over here in different ways to just expand my words. And I feel that no matter what, I can promote my people. And just I can promote my people. There's a people online. And my people or people is the same thing. Actually, it's much more all words. But the thing is, every single day, focus on saying that I love my life, but I have to go and grow myself differently. And as I grow myself differently, then do more pleasure to talk more words. Actually, that's it. In life, you're doing far less pleasure than talking more words, always. And that's the key to delaying gratification there. That's more enough for you. And then sleep comes in the picture, but sleep helps you to delay gratification. Actually, sleep's on your side. You understand? So anyway, from that kind of formula, you're doing much better if you're talking more words only. The more words you speak, the better. And that's how I'm understanding straight away how I'm just doing greater now. I'm understanding now the fundamental basis of life and how I can actually go and do greater for my life. Well, I'm understanding that on the day of, let's say, the seminar, I make sure I just write different scenarios of different, let's say, nice and beautiful ways just the day before. I'm always writing categories of what I want to talk about in my seminar. I'm making sure anyway I want to calculate my finances as well, in different ways to see how much finances I have until Tuesday and see what I can do. That way I'm understanding anyway what I want to do from this point is just go and grow myself in different ways, and I focus on helping myself see that yes, I see that I can talk and also watch YouTube and also do different aspects of life over here. But why am I just like this? I understand anyway that what's happening right here is I'm saying I'm just looking for different ideas. And as I'm looking for different ideas, I'm making sure I'm learning quickly upon what's going on around the planet. I'm making sure no matter what, I'm learning. I'm learning something different to speak more words, but I have no shame to speak more words while doing pleasure. I have no shame about that. But that's the thing. Pleasure comes and goes. But am I wasting time while giving more words while doing pleasure? Or should fuck no. I'm never wasting time giving you more words while doing pleasure. And I understand it's just the way it is, yeah? But as I go and do life, I have to go and do life differently. But if you're just eating pleasure and never talking more words, then try to talk more words while you're actually doing pleasure. I mean, try to talk more words while doing pleasure. Why is that? Because guess what happens? You're delaying gratification again and again while you're talking more words. And that's the key, man. That's the key. Our Lord Jesus Christ says it's much better for you to do that and understand Jesus Christ says it in a way that you can delay gratification. You understand? It's just like that. But then understand straight away that what you can do also is you're giving more words to get smarter. Also, but if you're doing pleasure while you're talking more words, then guess what? It's more how. Guess what? You're never wasting time because you're talking more words anyway. But talking more words or doing pleasure is much better than just doing pleasure. You understand? I mean, it's much better to do pleasure in talking more words, in terms of talking more words and doing pleasure, than it is to just do pleasure. You understand? What it is? I mean, talking more words how? I mean, talking more words into an audio program, another way. It's much better, or video program as well. And let people see you, how you do it. It's much better. I mean, unless you want some privacy, it's something different. I mean, so it's all different. I mean, you have to go and do what you need to do, but I feel a tug over here to just go and do my life over here, to eat something and to grow myself differently and to go and see exactly what I need to do. But I focus on saying that no matter what, it's much more how I feel that I love my life differently, to focus upon helping my life see that I'm focusing on helping my life to succeed. But as I focus on helping my life to succeed, I'm learning on different structures and what I can do to make sure I'm successful. I'm focusing on helping myself to be stronger and understand how I have to lift myself and my communicational style. But that's how I feel. I feel I have no shame to do much more pleasure in terms of words. If I'm doing more words while I'm doing anything, then there's no shame to speak more words, is there? I mean, in a sense, so what I do is I'm on another level of frequency and I'm learning something different now. I'm learning something different about life. I'm learning how actually I see pleasure in terms of life, but guess what, Proshi, it's more how I speak words over that. And as I speak words, I'm focusing on helping myself to deliver content. But what kind of content? I mean, content's about life, and content about what? And content about making sure you understand that you can always get yourself toilet paper before you do pleasure. And guess what, brushing, then you understand that you can go and wipe your nose and wipe your lips and anything else in terms of life to make sure that no matter what that you focus upon doing greater. You have to understand. So what you do is you focus on making sure that you can go and do greater for yourself always in different ways. And guess what, brush, it's more how I feel that I'm never weak, but it's much more how I feel that if you eat food and drink, then it's much more how you talk more anyway. I mean, what's the difference between having sex and talking more words and having food and drink and talking more words? Which is the same shit. What's the difference between masturbating and talking more words and fucking having sex with other people and talking more words and doing drugs and alcohol and talking more words and having food and drink and talking more words? Which is all the fucking same shit. I mean, that's how it is, yeah? So if you're focusing on a greater life, and focus on just following the 10 commandments anyway of God, and that way you're learning quicker upon what you want. But entertain yourself and do what you want to do, but focus on understanding that you have to do better anyway. And otherwise, it's much more how food and drink is already here, and you have to go and tempt yourself to eat food and drink anyway. So if you're eating food and drink only, you understand straight away that you're still doing pleasure, aren't you? I mean, for fuck's sake, is there a reason for that? Yeah. It's just not how the physical world is. And the physical world needs you to eat pleasure. You understand? And guess what? It's just the way it is, yeah? And I see how other people have all this in terms of whatever it is, in terms of, they have all these materialistic possessions and people around them. But you never need that. Or else you never need materialistic possessions and people around yourself. You understand? And you never need all that pleasure that they have. Pleasure, you never need that pleasure that I have. Whereas what you need is to speak more words, always. And focus on speaking more words, rather than doing anything else. But if you're focusing on making sure that you can go and see what you want out of life, then focus on understanding that it's more how you can focus on doing a greater life. But focus on doing something that's actually helping you move forward. But what helps you move forward is something that's actually nice and beautiful. But what helps you every single day is focusing on seeing the nice and beautiful way of life over here. You're focusing on making sure that you're never jealous of other people who have what you want in life, but you're making sure that you are doing far greater than that, and making sure that you have that nice and beautiful way of life in different ways. Because that's what you want. I mean, what you want is to understand that no matter what, that it's more words you want anyway. I mean, yes, I understand what they have, but you have more words than them. And because you have more words than them, then you understand straight away how to actually grow yourself. But it's more how you grow yourself differently. And grow yourself so you can speak more words, man. I mean, speak more words differently and understand straight away that you have to go and love your life, man. I mean, love your life differently. And guess what, Roshi? It's more how it is, yeah? Roshi, it's more how you have to understand straight away how they have all that. But they have all those women or men or whoever it is that you understand in life. And you must understand that it's more I'm the word I only. But then guess what, Roshi? You must understand how to just have yourself in the process of what you want. And if you understand how to go and grow yourself differently, you have to understand straight away it's much more how you have to grow yourself, and you have to grow yourself differently. And then guess what? And every single day, just focus on helping your life to succeed differently is what you want. And if you focus on helping your life to deliver content, and all you want is to be successful in life, and that's it. I mean, just be successful and focus on understanding straight away that it's more the words that are for you. I mean, if you have more words in life, and you have more of a life for yourself if you do that. I mean, just go and focus on more words for yourself. But that's all you want. I mean, all you want is more words with yourself and other people, and then you're just focusing on helping yourself to deliver content is what you want. But you're making sure that no matter what, that you're never wasting time in the process of what you're doing. I mean, you're making sure that no matter what, that you're looking for that art or pleasure of your life in a way that you're learning how to go and just control yourself in a better way. But that's what you need to do, man. And you need to go and grow yourself differently. But if you're talking more words, then why? I mean, have no shame about that. I mean, have no shame about what it is about you in life. But that's what you need to do always in different ways. And as you understand straight away how you can look at yourself in the mirror and you can say, hey, I understand straight away what I'm doing over here, but guess what? I mean, I'm speaking more words anyway. And if you're speaking more words anyway, then you're never trying to kill yourself. I mean, you're never trying to kill yourself if you're speaking more words. I mean, in a sense, so speak more words, and that way you're doing greater. So if you understand anything about life, then focus on understanding to have all the privacy in the world that you need all the time to make sure that you're delivering content in different ways. And as you deliver content in different ways, you're making sure that it's more how you feel. And you have to understand it's more how you have to understand that no matter what, I'm feeling over here that if my nice and beautiful biological dad comes in the room here, I'm making sure that it's more how I understand straight away what I'm doing. And it's more how I just feel that I need to go and just lock myself up into everything in life, or else I have to lock myself into my room to speak more words. And why is that? Or else because I understand that no matter what, that I'm speaking more words, I'm making sure that every single day I'm looking for new aspects of life to deliver content, and I'm making sure that I'm doing greater in terms of everything, in terms of the word I. And that's I'm making sure that no matter what, and it's just that kind of way where you actually go and suss out your word I here. And the word I is something much better. I mean, but that's the thing, yeah? I mean, the word I is something much better. I mean, you have to learn how to speak to yourself, and you have to learn how to go and grow yourself differently. But if you're speaking much more words all the time, then you're learning how to grow yourself in different ways. You're learning what makes you afraid and what makes you, let's say, nothing. Or what makes you nothing is never speaking words. And you have to understand that you can see how embarrassing it is if somebody's, let's say, masturbating in their room or going somewhere in terms of life and they have to lock themselves in the room or something like that. But guess what, bro? It's more how you have to understand that you never try to masturbate. You never try to masturbate and never try to do anything other than making sure you're speaking more words. And that way you understand straight away how you feel. And as you feel something about life, then you understand straight away that you're learning about life in different ways, and you're making sure that no matter what, that you have privacy. I mean, have privacy here and there. I mean, make sure that you're living alone, is what I'm saying. I mean, get yourself to alone stage. Because what you want out of life is to feel alone and feel to the point of life where you understand straight away how it feels. So every single day, if you go and focus on your life every single day to do life differently, then I understand straight away how I feel. So no matter what, that it's more how I feel. And the nice and beautiful way of life over here, where I'm not saying that there's always a nice and beautiful way of whatever you need, then you're looking for whatever it is that helps you grow. But what helps you grow is different. I mean, you have to understand the different ways of life over here that can help you to grow whatever you want. But go and look for ideas. And I'm not saying that no matter what, I never kill anybody. The thing is that if you're hiding, truly, wherever you are, you have to expose everything about you. But everything is the word I only. And that's how I feel, no matter what. I'm just looking over here to see exactly what's happening around the world. For what happens around the world is what you make of it. You have to understand straight away how you can grow yourself. I mean, how you grow yourself is different, yeah? I mean, focus on understanding that it's much more how you have to talk more words anyway. And as you talk more words anyway, you're focusing on understanding that it's more how it is, yeah? I mean, what is it about you? I mean, it's more how you have to grow different aspects of life and you have to focus on helping yourself to succeed. And it's much more how you have to go and grow yourself in your words because you never have to be in depression about anything. I mean, never be in depression because I feel that depression can lurk around always because of pleasure. I mean, pleasure alone is the most savage thing they can do. It's the most savage thing. I mean, it's the same as food and drink. I mean, if you just eat food and drink and eat food and drink and feed, or if you're just eating food and drinking all the time, then it's the most savage thing you can do. And then you fucking get so fat. I mean, it's the fucking most savage thing. I promise you. Then you see obese people. When you can see obese people and how they feel about life. When they feel different about life. I mean, why is that? Because they fucking eat so much, man. And they eat so much food and drink in life. You understand? But that's the thing. I mean, then they fucking so savage about food and drink, man. And what you need in life is to go and focus on greater ways of life. But I have no shame to talk about more words. Because words is something that helps me. I promise you, it's never the food and drink, and realize it's never the drugs, or it's never anything else other than fucking words. And word is something that helps me move forward. Because that's what I feel. I feel words is much better for me to go and deliver words to you, because that's how I feel, and I feel words is the kind of thing always to deliver. But I'm understanding how other people get certain aspects of life differently, and it's much more how I need to go and dwell upon helping myself to succeed, because every single day I'm learning how I succeed differently, and as I succeed differently, I'm learning quickly how I need to go and just help myself to deliver. But I'm understanding every single day I'm doing better than that. I'm making sure that no matter what, it's more how I feel. That I have to go and do that also in a way I'm learning quickly upon my life over here. But it's more how I understand straight away that I'm always doing what I say, and what I say is what I do. By making sure every single day that what I need to go and deliver content in terms of life, and if you're delivering content all the time, then you make sure always that you have that nice and beautiful empathy in your life where you want to go and grow yourself. And that's what you need to do in life. And you need to make sure that you are loving your life, but they're doing it behind your back always in terms of pleasure and in terms of, let's say, life. And you must understand straight away that they are people who want to do selfish things with themselves and never you. Understand? So make sure you understand that what you want out of life is to talk more words. You talk more words, and it's much more how I feel. That if you're doing pleasure along with what you're saying, then make sure that you own up to everything in terms of life. Then make sure that you understand that I'm always somebody who's doing the word I only. And as I do the word I, it's much more how everything's the truth in terms of what I say. But you must understand that no matter what, that as I grow myself in different ways, that I can feel that I'm never a hypocrite, because I understand that if you're doing something to help yourself to succeed, then make sure you say that I'm the word I only, because that's the way I feel. And I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly upon how that sex is with people in terms of life. And you must understand that if you're focusing on doing something to deliver the word I, then understand that every single day you're learning, and you're learning something different, and you're learning to just enjoy yourself, and enjoy yourself in a way that you're looking for a better improvement in yourself. You're looking to improve yourself always. But if you understand every single day, how you understand straight away how you have to go and focus upon helping yourself to succeed, it's much more how I understand that you realize that other people never even care to speak much, and they never care to speak much or talk much. I mean, understand because why? I mean, why? Because they feel that they're just that kind of individual, aren't they? But you have to understand straight away how to go and deliver content in a way that's helping you move forward. And as you move forward, you're looking for the actual aspects of life of difference, and you're making sure that you never kill yourself. And you're making sure that you're learning very quickly upon helping yourself to deliver a why. I mean, that's the way it is, yeah? I mean, the way it is, the way it is, I see, is making sure that you understand straight away how strong you have to be physically to make sure that no matter what, you have more enough strength in your words to deliver whatever it is you want. But that's the way it is, yeah? And you must make sure how you can go and deliver content in a way that you let go and just make sure that you're growing yourself in a way that you're learning quickly upon a nice beautiful wildlife, because that's what's the thing. I mean, the thing is every single day focusing on that in a way that you're learning quickly upon helping yourself to succeed, because that's what can happen with you in different ways. And if you're focusing on making sure that you have more than enough every single day to love your life in different ways, then it's never the pleasure, I promise you, but it's more the actual words again and again. And the words is something that's far more, man, I promise you. And never have shame for actual images. I mean, never have shame the images of life. In terms of the images of life, I mean, make sure you're never shaming yourself upon the images of life. But the images of life is something that you have to feel, that I understand straight away. I feel that I understand Jesus Christ is saying every single day, just focus on delivery of yourself to speak more words, and then you're focusing on helping yourself to do much more about your life, and then you understand straight away that you can see straight away how everything is. But I'm not saying how, I understand straight away how you need to go and deliver the kind of aspects of life that's different for yourself, to go and understand what you need to do. But that's the thing, yeah? And the thing is, never have shame about your life to do better and better, but you're making sure that you're looking for the actual aspect of life that's different. But the different aspect of what? The different aspect of helping yourself to deliver content and to make sure that no matter what, it's more how I feel. And how I feel is different. And how I feel is making sure that you're learning. You have to be learning, and you have to be enjoying your life differently, and it's more how I feel. And how I feel is different. And you have to feel different always to make sure that no matter what, that you're learning, never to shame yourself, and just keep lifting your words is what I'm saying. Keep lifting your words. I mean, saying so. That's the thing, yeah. I mean, that's how my life is. I mean, my life is lifting my words daily to make sure I'm enjoying myself. But I mean, make sure you understand that's how I feel. And how I feel is different. I mean, how I feel is I have to be cleaner, and I have to be always a better individual. You understand? Or is that when you understand straight away that you're learning something different about life, you're learning how to just go and dwell upon something that's helping you move forward. Because what helps you move forward is something different, and you have to be clean, and you have to be something helping yourself to grow yourself differently, and just enjoy yourself in a way that you're focusing on understanding that I can do some music now in terms of life to make sure that no matter what, that it's that kind of day. I promise you that it's more how I feel that what's embarrassing is never talking more words. I promise you. Actually, the only thing that's embarrassing for me is never talking more words. Actually, if you're never talking more words, of course, that's the most embarrassing thing of life. Yeah, I mean, unless you're gone from this world, I mean, understand? I'm pretty sure that's different. I feel pleasure never satisfies you, but the thing is that the life that I have now is much better than yesterday. But I see how much work there is. I can see much more work. I can see It's more like that. I mean, it's more like how I feel. And how I feel how I feel is more than yesterday. I feel much better in terms of personal development. I feel much greater. I feel much greater than yesterday. I understand how I feel about life. I feel I'm doing everything I can to succeed. I feel nobody else cares about me and my success. I feel nobody else cares. I promise you, although, guess what? I promise you that people do care. Russian people do care because they're never trying to kill me, are they? They're never trying to kill me. Russian, they're never trying to speak words to me either. But I never need them to speak words to me. So what is that then? Russian, it's more how I feel. I feel that I have to go alone throughout life. And I feel that's the way it is. I have to create my own success and that's it. I have to create my own success about life. And that way I'm learning quickly upon helping myself to deliver information. But it's much better for me to speak much more words and to do pleasure and speak much more words than kill myself. I mean, I agree. I promise you. I promise you, it's much better to go and do pleasure and speak more words than it is to go kill yourself. You understand? So, if you understand anything about life, then understand how I feel that I have to go and do better anyway. I'm making sure they understand straight away how I feel. And I feel that no matter what, I'm doing better. I'm doing better than yesterday. I'm making sure that I'm learning quicker about life. I'm learning something different about life. And it's more how I feel that no matter what, that they never understand you unless they understand the actual word I here. And the word I here is something different. And then you can see it. I mean, you can see it with the word I. And you can see everything with the word I. But the word I is explaining everything. And the word I is explaining everything in life. So everything is just like that. That's the thing. For sure, learn how to understand how to evacuate yourself to do better. Then I focus on understanding how my actual habits are different. And my habits are different. Why? Because I understand that I'm changing into a better man. Regardless. I'm changing into something different. I'm doing something different. I'm learning how to go and be stronger in my words with people. I'm making sure that's the way. And that's how I just focus upon helping myself to deliver content, man. I'm just helping myself to do better, man. You understand? I don't want to kill myself. I never want to have a heart attack. I never want to do cigarettes and drugs, man. You understand? So what I do is a different way of life. Make sure that I apologize. I'm opening doors over here and I'm holding stuff in my hands over here. I'm holding my selfie stick. I'm focused upon helping myself to deliver content like this and just keep going. The thing is, I understand how you have to put shoes on as well, in a way of letting go now. I'm making sure that what's important is I go and let it be, and I just do my nice and beautiful way of life over here to focus upon washing the dishes, and I focus upon helping myself to see that no matter what, it's more how I feel. How I feel is just going to do greater upon life to make sure I go and get my shoes. I go get my shoes now, because guess what, I it's more how I feel to do greater, because that's how it is, yeah. It's sort of different now. And just go and wash up all the time in different ways where you may be doing something to help yourself to succeed, and make sure that no matter what, you're just learning quicker is what the deal is. I see the great thing about life is when you create events and you invite people to events and then you get to see who comes to events. And then there's no fucking lying here. There's no fucking lying about who is your true friend now. Which they can all see on the day. Which if they never come to your event, then they can, you and they can see who your true friend is. Or should they make it clear for you and say that they are never your true friend. Or should they make it clear for you. Understand? But that's the thing, yeah? And that's why you understand straight away how you have a better life anyway, and they have a shit life. I mean, essentially what you do is I never work a 9-to-5 job. I work rather than that. I'm making sure that no matter what, it's more how I feel. And how I feel is a different way. And I focus on delivering content in different ways. But that's why I'm successful. I'm successful by making sure that I'm delivering the best way, always, in different ways to go and spark up attention to have a greater life for myself. To do what? I mean, just to have more attention and words is what I mean. But for fuck's sake, man, I mean, make sure you understand how to go and grow yourself. But if you're happier, then you're understanding that you're speaking more when you're happier. For sure. I have to speak more words regardless, but I've learned so much today alone. I've learned other aspects of life today in different ways. I've learned how to go and do much greater. I'm understanding that other aspects of life are yet to come. I can see how to dwell upon different aspects of life for myself. I'm learning how to get ahead of the game. I'm learning how to do better. As I do better, I feel how I see how weakness comes in my physicality. And that's the thing, approaching it's much more how I feel to go and do better anyway. So as I do better, I want to be making sure that with the white rice over here, I can eat it just as it is. And I'm making noodles right now as well. I plan my life. I mean, I continue again. I've been fucking talking audios from 11 a.m. today. And guess what? Around 11 a.m. I fucking did start my audios, and now it's around 11 a.m. again. I understand? So, whereas from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. fucking talking audios and more. I understand? So, no matter what, I have no dramas, I have no issues about talking more. I make sure I can try this pear nectar thing. I do delayed gratification here. I'm delaying gratification in other ways. So I'm always doing delayed gratification. I'm always doing the delaying of gratification. I'm always delaying the gratification of life to do better. See guys, so just make sure that you always look at the labels before you get any juice. And also make sure that you understand that food acid and citric acid is always found in fruit juice. And that's something that's never alkaline. So fruits are never alkaline. I mean, but what is alkaline is green leaves. And anything that's nice and beautiful, let's say vegetables, is alkaline food. But anything that's fruits is also fruity acid and stuff like that. So just go and really check up on that so you can do better. So anyway guys, so make sure you understand straight away how to go and promote yourself differently. Go and try out different aspects of life and try out something in terms of something that's helping you move forward. But what you need to do is you need to grow yourself. You need to grow yourself differently. So what I do is I grow myself differently through different words. I use different words to my advantage. So what I'm doing over here is I'm making sure that I'm just pulling everything from my bag over here to teach you straight away how I do life differently. To make sure I'm pulling everything from my green bag that I was doing shopping in today with all my food and drinks. I'm putting all my food and drinks on the table, and that's it. I'm putting all my food and drinks from the table I'm putting all my food and drinks from my bag, in terms of my green bag, onto the table. That's what I'm saying. So, as I go and do my life over here, I just said what I need to do, and I make sure always just go and focus on making noodles. Make some noodles, man. I've been eating some noodles a lot over here. I've been eating also noodles and been eating the nice and beautiful way of life over here, which is over here. I'm not saying I've been eating fruit juice as well. I've been eating noodles and my biological dad's, and also the rice and pasta and the spaghetti. So I've been eating all that to do my mentors over here. I'm not saying how much promotion of other people I have to do daily, and it's just how I have to go and talk more words to be able to do everything faster. Right, so anyway, see, I'm my only word I. I'm my only dad here. That's my word I. So, it's not sure how it is, yeah? But how it is, I understand, is a better way of life. But if you have a better way of life, then talk more and talk more and talk more and talk more. And eventually just more successful than other people. Just stay consistent. I make sure I stay consistent on my Danny Milivojevic Instagram first. And I focus on doing that, and then I focus on making sure that I'm learning quickly upon how to go and live my life. But as I live my life, I do something different for myself to make sure I'm learning quickly upon how to go and grow myself differently. That's the whole point. The whole point is to grow yourself differently. And if you can grow yourself differently, then you can understand straight away how to go and really help yourself to deliver more information. But as you deliver more information, on the day of everything, and making sure that people can get all the information on the day and everything you understand, and give them everything on the day. And then understand that they have to do that for themselves always, and that way they're learning very quickly and they can pick it up very quickly. And then that way you're understanding that no matter what that you teach and everything on the day, that what you're doing to become successful, and that way you're learning very quickly upon what you need to do to become more and more and more. And that way you understand straight away life and how life is. But now with my business cards over here, I have more enough time and space to be able to just let it be for now. I'll see Jesus Christ is saying, don't let it be for now. Or Jesus Christ is saying, let it be and just go to the nice and beautiful seminar over there and just let it be. Whereas Jesus Christ is saying, let it be, so I brush you, that's more enough. I do promote more and more, but I'm making sure that I'm just going to do something more different now. I'm going to do something different now. I'm not saying if Jesus Christ says for me to go and promote my business cards, I'm going to do it. And I just do it after 28th of May, so I'm just going to do something different. But I'm not saying now, it's more how Jesus Christ said, it's more enough for me to just let it be now. So I'm making sure I'm going to do something different. I want my life to succeed differently. So I feel, no matter what, it's much more how people have a lot of shame about pleasure in terms of while doing pleasure. Why is that? Why do they have so much shame about pleasure? It's more how they feel, and they feel that they're never doing as much as they can to delay pleasure. So that's why. So making sure that anyway, it's more how I feel. So if I feel that I'm unable to delay pleasure, then it's much more how I'm always able to delay pleasure. So make sure you understand that what you need to do is focus on never being upset for doing pleasure. I mean, never be upset for doing pleasure, but talk more positively about the words of everything. And that way you're doing better. Understand? And that's what you're trying to say, yeah? It's more how it is. And it's more how you have to focus upon helping your life to succeed differently. And you must understand how other people lie about you. And they lie about you so much. I mean, they lie about how negative you are. And they block you like you are a killer. And they block you on Facebook because they believe you are some kind of killer out there. Understand? So make sure you understand that. Make sure you understand that no matter what, that when they block you, then they block themselves. Parasha, that's it. I understand. As soon as you block me, Parasha, then I'm happier. I'm happy when you block me. I mean, you never have to be with me, but you never get me in life. Parasha, I mean, that's how it is. I mean, if you're trying to block me to try to play games with me or something, like that you're much more valuable or something. I mean, in your dreams, you understand? In your dreams, you understand? I mean, that's much more how it is, yeah? I can understand how I feel. And how I feel is, I just go back to the word I always, and understand straight away that those people who block you and then, let's say, never block you, and block you and never block you. I mean, just go to the people who never block you, overall. That way you're doing much better and better and better. I'm understanding how I feel now, because I'm understanding that what I do in life is different. And I go and do a different job for myself in different ways, and I'm focusing on helping my life succeed in different ways to express myself and my emotions daily. Make sure I have more enough success to watch out and to never hit myself, because I love I. Making sure that I focus upon doing successful intent over here to make sure I'm lifting myself in a way that is helping me move forward. But what helps me move forward is actual words of life. Actually, the words of life is much more happiness. Actually, those people who kill, or those people who kill themselves, have less words to give life. Actually, that's why they go around killing people, because they feel that they own people, or they're something much bigger than people themselves. And guess what, Roshi? You have to be much bigger than people always, in a way that you're never a killer. I mean, be Jesus Christ is what I'm saying. I mean, they believe they're bigger than Jesus Christ. I mean, they're bigger than Roshi, it's more how I'm never a killer. I'm never killing anybody. But the thing is, I want you to understand straight away that those people who kill and those people who never talk are the killers. Roshi, Jesus Christ always talks more and more and more. I mean, in a sense, so the more you talk, the better you are. And look for more ideas. I mean, look for new ideas. I mean, go and study new ideas. And as soon as I went to Carmichael's page, I'm giving you more ideas, because why? I'm studying new ideas over here. I'm studying new ideas of whatever he's doing. So that's the whole point. I feel it's getting cold around here, so what I want to do is I let it be now. I focus on making sure that I can go and just place this in a nice and beautiful, let's say, microwave, but I'm understanding it's getting cold and city around here. So I'm understanding that my old school dad opens the windows around here. So I'm understanding that a little bit that way. I'll watch out. Otherwise, what I do is I make sure I'm doing better and better and better. And I understand how I feel. I feel different, man. I feel different because I understand that time is flying. I mean, time is going quick. And I feel that other people never care about me. I understand, but it's more they never care about messaging me in words. And that's true, Brosh, it's true. They never care about messaging me in words, man. But I message them so much. And why? I just want to inspire them. I want to inspire them. But I never care about if they message me or never message me. But the thing is that if your parents never message you ever, then you understand that they never care about you. I mean, you just see that. And that's how I feel. I feel that other people never care about me in words. I mean, I focus on watching out, man. I focus on making sure they understand. I'm trying my best always to live my life. Whereas although I understand Jesus Christ cares about me in words, and that's more enough. And that's what I do. I do that in life. But when I send people messages and they don't care, when I send people messages and they never care to reply to me, I mean, I never expect them to reply, but they just never reply, even though I send them messages. Of course, it's more how I understand that if I leave them totally, I should have less people in their life, and I'm understanding straight away how I have more, always, in this situation. And I understand straight away that what I do is I move on. I mean, I'm understanding that I want to go and live a better life anyway. But I'm just placing rice into my nice and beautiful bowl here, and always be able to update people exactly what you're doing in every single moment, so you have no shame. I mean, every single time that if you never update people what you do, if you never update people about what you're doing in the moment, then there's a lot of shame, isn't it? Or actually there is. Or there has to be a lot of shame if you're never updating people exactly what you're doing in every single moment. And why is that? Because you feel shame to some extent because you're never telling them the truth. Is it like that? Approach? It's more how I feel that you must understand that because I understand Jesus Christ and Jesus Christ shows you everything in the moment. Approach, it's more how I understand that everybody has to be able to show you exactly what's happening in the moment of exposing themselves and everything. But I feel that you must understand that if you're doing that all the time in different ways and you're hiding, then make sure you understand that you can see if you understand that no matter what, that I'm always learning how I have always done a nice beautiful job in a way that everything is the word I. I'm understanding that no matter what, it's more how I feel. And the feeling of just being able to go and dwell upon my life in different ways to help other people to see that it's getting cold around here. When it's getting cold around here, man. And that's the way it is, man. I'm very sure, guess what? It's more how I understand that straight away. I just slip my words because I know my word I lie. It's more how I understand that no matter what, that I'm never hiding anything. But the thing is that I feel if you expose yourself, then it's more how I feel. And I feel that no matter what I ask Jesus Christ in terms of life, what he does about situations over here, but I understand that Jesus Christ says over here in terms of life, that it's more how I feel that I'm just doing life in a way that if you're doing pleasure in terms of words, in terms of pleasure and words together, then guess what, bro? You have to be able to speak that to people. And you have to be able to understand that Jesus Christ is saying over here that it's more how you have to realize that whatever you're doing in terms of life over here, that you're looking for a better way. You're looking for a better way, and you're looking to express yourself, but you're looking to make sure that no matter what, that people can find out somehow, but make sure that no matter what, that you've already said that in a way that you're learning something different, and you're making sure that no matter what, that you're understanding how you feel maybe shameful in terms of life, in terms of something that may be shameful about what you're doing in life. So if you're doing something that's maybe, let's say, masturbation or sex with other people because you're doing pleasure and you feel that's fucking criminal or evil or something like that, or you're never delaying gratification but everything's good, and you feel that you are succumbing to a worse way of life because of that, it's more how you have to understand you're trying to be honest about that, and trying to be honest, and you're feeling much more, let's say, ridicule about yourself here. And then you understand that no matter what, that you're learning about what you want, and you understand straight away It's more how you feel like to kill yourself because of that. Understand? I mean, just make sure you understand to talk more words and be positive. To never kill yourself because of that. Understand? Because that's something that's looking you right in the eye. But no more would I. I mean, I understand. I understand every single day. Just go and deliver. I love everything, only making sure anyway. I mean, just never have shame about life, and that's how it is, yeah. I mean, I feel weak. I'm never weak. I'm feeling the tempo of life. I feel different. I feel I'm just learning. I'm learning something, but I never want to stop talking. I want to keep talking. I want to keep doing something different. I mean, something different like what? I mean, like helping myself to succeed, helping myself to do greater, and understand how I have a greater life, but alone, man. I'm alone. And that's the thing. I promise you have to be alone. First you have to be alone. And just go and really, just speak more words, man. Just speak more words. I mean, as long as I speak more words like this, actually nothing can fucking tie me down, man. I mean, nothing can stop me. I mean, nothing can drag me down. I mean, in a sense, so that's the thing. I'm learning quickly on how it is. I feel temptation to just do something. I feel like doing something in life. I understand. I never feel weak. I love it. Of course, I never feel weak. I feel that I need to go and just help my life to succeed differently. I feel to just fucking get out of this place right here, man. I want to go somewhere different. Understand? I love it. I want to make sure I'm doing something different. I'm pushing myself to communicate as many words as I can daily to just do a greater life for myself. But as I go and do a greater life for myself, I'm making sure I can see straight away how my nice beautiful voice in terms of my voice over here is doing greater. I'm doing greater in terms of my voice over here. I'm looking to help my life to succeed. But I never kill myself because I understand straight away I have more than enough of love for myself, and that's why. And every single day that if you focus on something that's helping you grow, then helping yourself to recognize that you have to say I love I, and always love I in the way that I'm learning quickly upon talking to be more successful always. Because that's what you have to do. I mean, you have to do that kind of lifestyle. And eventually you get to a more mature tempo, and because you get to a more mature tempo, then you're learning very quickly upon how life is really. And life is that you're enjoying your life differently, and because you are, you're making sure that you understand that those people who never want to see you, they're hypocrites, man. You understand? I mean, that's how it is. And just move on. And what you do is focus upon understanding that those people who hate you are hating you for life, man. Well, just get over it, man. Get over those people. You're going to focus on something new for yourself. And that way you're learning very quickly upon becoming more and more. But that's what you need to do. I mean, you need to make sure you have more than enough success all the time to create these events and to make sure that no matter what, I feel that if I make another event at Brownies over here, or if it's more how they allow me to do it, if they allow me to do it. And what I can do is I can invite a new crowd to Mounties. That's different, man. What I see Jesus Christ says that if you go to Mounties again and invite a different crowd, what Jesus Christ says it's much better. If you're going to do it, I invite a different crowd to Mounties. I go to different areas to promote myself in different areas. But then it's more affordable for me to do it this time around. And I'll let it be that way. I feel a lot like. I feel that no matter what day, it's more how I feel for the next event as well. I may be able to do it. I may be able to go and really understand to promote myself again and again over there every single month, and to new people and just see the results, and that way I'm doing something different. But Jesus Christ says that he wants to go and do it as well, because over there it's more affordable. It's more affordable for me over there. I mean, Mounties right now is the most affordable. Mounties right now is one of the most affordable ones over there to book the room for 8 hours for me to do those seminars for a bit, and I can always do it like that. And 100 people, approximately 100 people. I mean, excellent. And I just keep promoting myself differently, and I make sure I have more enough success all the time. Make sure I can see how that goes in my life. But how that goes is always different, and I make sure I always understand straight away how I feel. And how I feel is different. I see how these metal plates, man, or these metal bowls, or it gets so hot, man. And why, man? I mean, every single day. I promise you. It's more how it is, yeah? So what I'm using is a towel. I'm using a towel to withdraw the actual bowl, to place it on a plate. So I have a towel. I have a towel over here, which is, I mean, one of those towels, man. You understand? And I'm making sure I place my bowl that's so hot on the actual plates. And I carry the plates that's cold. I carry the cold plates, but the bowl's on top of the plates. You understand? And as I do that, I'm going to do something different. I make sure that no matter what, I have more enough success over here to succeed. And it's more how I feel, how my biological dad opens the doors, and he opens the fucking doors to let the smoke out of the room. But guess what? I promise you how he's a hypocrite, y'all. He's such a hypocrite. Understand? But guess what? I promise you, no. I promise you, he is honest that he opens the doors to get the smoke out of the room. I mean, he's saying over here that he wants to quit smoking. Understand? I promise you. I mean, it's like, much better, anyway. But then I understand his misery, man. I mean, probably he has misery about the cigarettes and stuff like that. And I'm understanding that no matter what I see, every single day I see Jesus Christ saying that he's just in that kind of misery tempo. So I understand every single day I'm learning how to just dwell upon something that helps me to grow personally. But what helps me to grow personally is a great way of life for myself to deliver content in different ways. And I'm just making sure I can eat something now. I can go and study upon something, and I can have some privacy too a bit. I can go be with myself for a bit. I'm understanding that what's important is, I see it's 12 a.m. now. I see there's something new to do. I see there's a new way of Dinotopia over here. I can go and create nice and beautiful tracks over here. I can go create something new, and I can go and upload my content right now so I can do better.